I'm JB, I'm the guy from behind the camera, and this is Jane Stevenson, our music critic par excellence, entertainment critic par excellence. Jane, it's been 2 years now. We've been sitting in front of computers, we've had masks on, we've been at drive-in theaters, and now TIFF is back, and it's for real!
It's bigger and better than ever, Jack. You're more excited than I am, frankly. Basically, we have in-person screenings with red carpets, with stars, with fans, an economic impact of over $100 million to the city of Toronto. This is very, very good news indeed.
So Jane, is going to be a lot of directors, stars, and everything. Are there any close encounters this year?
Funny you should mention that, Jack. Steven Spielberg is coming for the very first time to TIFF. Nobody can believe it. He's bringing his very personal film called The Fabelmans, based on his early life as a kid in Arizona. Michelle Williams plays his mother, not bad. Our own Seth Rogen from Canada plays a very favorite uncle.
Seth Rogen? My uncle?
Okay. Yes, my stoned uncle. We have things like Taylor Swift coming to town.
Swiftie. I like Swift. I like Swiftie.
Swiftie was a very last minute addition. She's coming to present a version of her video, and she's going to do a conversation with as a very hot ticket. Speaking of Swiftie, and one of her exes, Harry Styles, will be here. He is coming with a movie called My Policeman, in which he plays a closeted policeman in England in the 50s, married to Emma Corrin of The Crown. You may remember her as Diana. She got a lot of acclaim for that film. They are a married couple, but he is secretly having a relationship with a man, a museum curator in the 50s in England, Jack. This is a big deal.
Jeez, and you got to see a sneak preview of one of your faves, The Starman.
I was very lucky, Jack. I'm kind of obsessed with David Bowie. I haven't really gotten over his death. And the filmmaker, Brett Morgan, had access for the very first time to 5 million pieces from the Bowie estate archives. He's the first filmmaker to be given access to this since Bowie's death. It's a beautiful film. It's going to be only shown at IMAX theaters when it opens on September 16th. It was my #1 thing I wanted to see. And other than that, though, there's some other really interesting things. If you remember Brendan Fraser, he kind of disappeared from the scene. He's back in a Darren Aronofsky film called The Whale.
Talk about technical difficulties, Jane. Take two.
As I was saying, Brendan Fraser, who's kind of disappeared in the last couple of years, is back in a new movie by Darren Aronofsky called The Whale. It's seen as his comeback role. There's Oscar buzz about this. It got a huge standing ovation in Venice. He plays a 600-pound English teacher trying to reconnect with his daughter, played by Sadie Sink of Stranger Things. Another film I'm really excited about is a Canadian filmmaker. You may remember her, Sarah Polley.
Yes, Sarah Polley.
She's got a film called Women Talking with an all-star cast, including Jessie Buckley, Runa Mara, Claire Foy, and Frances McDormand. It's kind of a very serious subject matter. It's about women in a Mennonite community who come to the realization they're being drugged and raped by the men in their community, and what are they going to do about it, if anything. Again, lots of Oscar buzz for the film, for Sarah, and for some of the leading actors in that film. And the last one I'm going to leave you with, also kind of a icky subject matter, is called The Nurse. Eddie Redmayne plays a real-life serial killer who was a nurse.
Serial killers, holy
Who kills
smokes.
29 people. Jessica Chastain is the nurse alongside him who starts to suspect that he's guilty of these things. So that's called the goodness. There are 4 right there, and I'm very excited about for TIFF 2022.
Sounds good, Jane. I think you're going to be busy. You're going to have a good time seeing a lot of movies. From me, JB, the guy from behind the camera, and Jane Stevenson, have a great TIFF, everybody.
Happy TIFF.
Take care.